With every passing year, the opportunities that Nerf has to create new blasters only get slimmer. At this point in time, it is really difficult for Nerf to release anything brand new. Is it the end of an era for the king of toy blasters? Well, let me explain. This is the never-ending Nerf gun problem. Nerf is a veteran in its field, and with it entering its 50th anniversary, we've seen practically everything from snipers to revolvers to full auto blasters to even animals. Almost everything exists already. So, what's next then? I've recently taken a screenwriting course, and there was something a teaching assistant said that really resonated with me. He said, "It's almost impossible to create a new film, but it is possible to create something fresh." Is the idea of a guy obtaining spider powers and trying to discover himself new? No. Is it fresh? Yes. Is the idea of a family trying to survive a world overrun by aliens new? No. But it is fresh. This same concept can surprisingly be applied to Nerf blasters. The never-ending Nerf gun problem is what I dub as the battle that Hasbro and Nerf constantly fight to ensure creative avails over common. While scripting this video, I realized it doesn't take a lot of effort for me or anyone else to criticize Nerf blasters because there's a medium that already exists. But the minute I try to craft Nerf blaster ideas from scratch, that is a whole other mind-bending business. And if I'm having trouble coming up with ideas, imagine the engineers at the Nerf HQ frantically jotting out ideas and trying to contort them into a feasible reality while the fate of the brand depends on their innovation. It's always easy to be critical of an art form until it's your turn to try your hand at it. I also learned that the hard way when I tried writing my first screenplay. God, it was a steaming pile of shit. For a long while, I felt satisfied with my Nerf arsenal. I have every type of blaster that fits my playstyle or gives me the excitement I was itching for. Yet, I keep buying more. Why? I guess with this long, drawn-out intro, I'm trying to land on the point that creating new things is tough, but that doesn't mean Nerf can't still innovate and produce something different, even though practically every broad category of gun has been covered. For the most part, they know how to create fresh, and a lot of times, fresh is more than good enough. But of course, we know not every blaster they reveal is a winner. Without heart, without creativity, fresh can still become stale, and that's when Nerf loses to the never-ending Nerf gun problem. As a longtime member of the Nerf community, I want to throw my hat into the ring and delve into some of my ideas that could possibly assist this company in combating the never-ending Nerf gun problem. As always, these are just my opinions, so even if you disagree with them, I hope I can still spark a thought-provoking conversation with this video. Number 1. Focus on the good stuff. Enter 2005. Nerf just began the N-Strike series, which soon became the main focus of the brand for years to come. Fast forward to the present, and what do you see? There are literal sub-series within sub-series. Nerf has a chronic case of popping out new sub-series when sometimes they're not wanted or necessary. A sub-series along with newly released blasters should represent more than a slightly different paint job or a cheap gimmick. Otherwise, it's just more clutter to add to the mix of an already very large universe of Nerf blasters. In Nerf's defense, it's a way to expand the variety of blasters out there and also appeal to a wider audience. For example, post-apocalyptic themed blasters, blasters with bigger darts, alien blasters. So is this me just complaining about more variety of Nerf blasters? Kind of. Nerf is very broadly tuned, and I personally think they could benefit from honing in on more of what the community wants. I mean, the Alien Menace and Doomland series have cool aesthetics, but they've been dead in the water for a while now, so unless they jumpstart them again, it might just be better to focus resources on other series. I think Nerf has phased out Rebel by now, so I'm proud of them for doing that. Think about it, instead of having entire teams dedicated to making reskinned purple and pink blasters, they can now redirect those creative minds to tinkering with series with more solid foundations. Focus on the good stuff. I assume creating more sub-series are good for business since they keep making them, and I don't think I'm the only person to say that it's distracting. Keeping it to a few main series could also make it easier for consumers, aka parents, to not feel overwhelmed buying a mere toy gun for their kids. I think one of Neil Pasricha's quotes wraps this up nicely. Fewer choices means faster decisions. Number 2, continue customization. Tattoos, video game avatars, Nerf attachments. What do these things have in common? Customization, or on a more personal level, the ability to express one's individualism and personality. It's the key to breed creativity, and hands down, Nerf is currently dominating this scene within the toy blaster business. The N-Strike tactical rail, barrel, and stock systems have remained practically unchanged since their implementations years ago, making almost all their attachments cross-compatible between blasters. I did not know it was possible to redesign a freaking Nerf stock like a billion times, but they're doing it, and that's also playing on the concept of fresh. Attachments are important for creating practical and wacky combinations, giving players an edge on the battlefield and overall just adding to the fun experience. Ever since the introduction of the Modulus series in 2016, we've seen a bombardment of attachments hitting the market, allowing the player to swap and customize more than ever before. And this customization is starting to cross over into the Zombie Strike survival system subseries. I don't need to say anything to let Nerf know that they should continue the customization options. Look at the Ultimate Customizer pack, like holy crap, that's a lot of options. You know shit is real when you can attach tactical rails to tactical rails. That's why I appreciate recent blasters like the Nail Biter or the Shadow despite its disappointing ranges because of their options. The lack of customization that we see in the upcoming Alpha Strike series is one of the main reasons why I am not looking forward to these blasters. Also, I believe rival blaster customization is a completely untapped market that Nerf has yet to notice. Rival has their own tactical rail system, but with only a couple of not so outstanding attachments to show for. There's a lot of potential for cool scopes, shields, bipods, and more that don't yet exist. Why don't they exist? And we'd be pushing into a whole other category of creativeness if Nerf started making rival barrel and stock attachment points on future releases. Don't even get me started on the plethora of rival barrels and stocks they could make for these already powerful and practical blasters. It would have been really neat if the Hypno stock was removable and usable on a different rival blaster. With a magnifying glass pointed at the right places, you can spot promising hidden secrets that Nerf has yet to discover, and I hope they discover them soon. Shout out to these people for answering the last food for thought. Answer this video's food for thought using one of the hashtags and you might be featured in the next video. Number 3, lock and load solutions. Reloading can be one of the most time-consuming and dull parts of the Nerf hobby. Luckily, over the past few years, Nerf has implemented some new blaster mechanics to make this process less bothersome. The rival line has a ton of blasters with internalized magazine systems, so you can quickly pop in rival rounds without much hassle. You also see these in the dart blasters as well. Even better than the internal mags are the hoppers. The hopper system is as simple as dropping rounds into a compartment and blasting away, and this really is the ultimate blaster experience. And with the release of the Perseus later this year, we're getting a seemingly better reloading experience with Nerf's latest rendition of the hopper. I hope the hopper becomes a more common feature among the less pricey rival blasters in the future, and it'd be cool if they were cross-compatible as well. If we use Adventure Force as an example, many of their inexpensive blasters are utilizing these very simple hoppers. They're rudimentary, but they still work and make reloading a lot easier. Eventually, Nerf has to try their hand at a dart hopper. The Dart Zone Command Fire did it before them, so it would be awesome to see Nerf jump in, work out any kinks or issues in the mechanism, and then package it up into a flagship blaster. Mind you, it would be an expensive blaster, but something fresh and able to whittle down the monotonous action of reloading. Finally, let's talk speed load technology. I love it, give me more. I was really fortunate last year because Nerf sent me the Elite Infinus along with a bunch of other blasters. As of now, the Infinus is the first and only blaster with this unique mechanism. I gotta be honest, speed load technology, even though it's version 1, is absolutely fantastic. It allows you to feed darts into a funnel and directly into a magazine without ever having to take it out. It's very efficient, jams rarely occur, and it's just an unbelievably convenient feature you never knew you wanted. Reloading a mag-fed blaster by taking out the mag and fumbling around with it can be so cumbersome, especially if this happens in a Nerf war. That's honestly the thing I dislike the most about mag-fed blasters. Speedload tech without a doubt transforms a blaster into one that is more reload friendly and on-the-go oriented. They can definitely improve upon it by increasing the speed of the feeding mech or implementing it in various ways depending on the blaster. Imagine a speedload tech shotgun or sniper rifle or pistol pistol. It might take a while to create products like these, but there's a lot of possibilities with this tech, and I hope Nerf takes it to the next level. The never-ending Nerf gun problem will always be present, but as long as Nerf can play with the definition of fresh, there will always be a possible solution to it. I hope you enjoyed this video essay. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.